The Gay American Heroes Foundation has created a national traveling memorial
celebrating the lives of all lesbian, gay,
bisexual, and transgender persons
who have been murdered because of their sexual orientation
or gender identity.
I'm Scott Hall. It's funny because I came up with this idea of building a national memorial, and it was inspired by a murder that happened in Polk County. The young man that was murdered was Ryan Keith Skipper. And I heard about it, and I couldn't believe that this is still going on. And it's frustrating to see and not feel like I can do anything to contribute and help prevent this. Yeah, I had a crazy idea, and I wanted to build a national memorial honoring him because I knew that Ryan Keith Skipper in 6 days or 6 weeks from now would have been forgotten. He barely got any media coverage anyway. And I thought, well, what can I do? So I said, well, why don't we gather all those up, because I knew of several others. And there's been a lot since Matthew Shepard, but everyone seems to think Matthew Shepard was the last one, and he's not. And there's been lots and lots and many, many since then. Yet none of them get the same recognition. And they deserve the recognition, and they deserve to be remembered, and they deserve not to be forgotten about. And it isn't as easy as I thought. It's actually taken a lot of time and energy, but I love every minute of it. So with that, I need help, and I want everyone to appreciate that this isn't about me, it's about us, and it's about us as Americans and us as human beings trying to make it a better world. All people who live honestly about their
sexual orientation are heroic, as it takes great strength.
Encouraged to face the daily struggles for personal freedom
in the face of enormous opposition, to ultimately
give their lives for said freedom
makes them heroes.
On September 9th, we unveiled the scale model, which is nicely done. It's made out of plexiglass and vinyl, and it's very beautiful. Ever since then, we've been taking it and exhibiting it. We took it to the Orlando Pride celebration. We look forward for all your support. It's going to encompass all the names of all the people who's ever been murdered because of their sexual orientation or gender identity. And if you know of anyone that has been murdered that you feel deserves to be honored, please give us a call or email us at gayamericanheroes.com. From there, we went to Nova University, where we exhibited at the Law Center. From there, we've gone to fundraisers in St. Petersburg, where Chip Arndt came out. He's a great, great person. He's just been incredible on helping.
We have to do what we do right now best, which is build a memorial, do whatever. But the beautiful part is, and we said this to people, what this is going to spawn is conversations just like this. We then bring a voice to these other issues that, yes, it's not in our literature right now about the criminal system, but suddenly people attach themselves to what we're doing. And I'm getting kind of goosebumps thinking about it, because that's exactly our goal.
It is an attachment, because the whole point about it is, like you said, there are victims on both sides.
Correct.
And the whole point then is, if you can't feel that attachment on that.
We're very excited doing this, and I think that one of the critical things is that we just continue doing it one step at a time with local volunteers, because that's really what gets people excited and spreads the word. The goals and the power of the project we found is that there's a lot of people talking about a lot of hate crimes the past 5 or 6 years, and we know that it exists in the press. I mean, obviously there are precedents out there, the Holocaust memorials throughout the country, the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C., the new memorial to World War II in Washington, D.C. It's an opportunity for someone to reflect on their own without having to be lectured to or pontificating or having dialogue back and forth. And our goal is, when we build this memorial, and it's going to be at universities across the country, somebody who is not GLBT, who might be straight and doesn't know what's going on, can actually absorb what's going on their own time and see it. And I think that is what we believe will have a dramatic impact on stopping hate crimes and making people more aware that they're happening. So everyone's community basically wakes up and says, this is wrong.
There's the sad part that we've lost these folks, but the worst part of that is that we forgot these folks. And all I'm asking is that we don't forget them. And what better way not to forget them than get to know them? I think it's important for everyone to see this and support this and let it and help it travel throughout the country, bringing awareness. And everyone who sees it gets it.
To be yourself in a world
which is doing its best night and day to make you like everybody else
means to fight the hardest battle that any human being
can fight and never stop fighting. E.E. Cummings.